Okay guys, we're back inside of Helldivers 2 and there is a lot going on, including whole new missions. We've got the Helldivers trying to fight back against the automatons and seeming to be failing quite abruptly. We've also got a load of things talking about Cyberstan, and we have got a really cool idea which I think is not going to work, but would be pretty damn funny to see the outcome of it. And then we've got some broken maneuvers and some cool additions to the game that people want to add in. So if you haven't already, make sure you smash that beautiful blue thumbs up and subscribe with post notifications turned on. It'd be greatly appreciated. On top of that, check out our sponsor for the video, Control Freak, the #1 in controller gaming aiming. Yes, that's right. We made it rhyme, but not only that, if you go down to the description, click the link and use code CloudPlays at checkout, it will get you a cheeky discount of 12%. And yes, it's much better than 10. So with that being said, let's dive on in to today's video. Starting off with the Galactic war status and progression, it is seeming a little bit bleak. This one is a bit of a nightmare. We've obviously got to defend 5 planets, of which right now we are 1 out of 5, with just a matter of days remaining. We are currently failing on Lezath, and that's pretty much all we're attacking right now. For some reason, we've got people in Short Bay, so I don't really understand what's going on there, but nonetheless, we are not doing a great job with the overall of protecting, and I don't think we're actually going to be able to collect that one up and finish this one off. But then when you look at it, I'm really not sure if we're actively supposed to. I think this is going to be a bit of a difficult one, and one that we may fail, and it may be the right thing to do, although we will end up with some issues with the Terminid sides at the exact same time by that stage, so things are about to get pretty damn spicy. And if you've got any ideas on how we can actively do this, then let me know via the comment section below how you think we will complete the major order. Working on the personal order for now though, with just under 24 hours for completion, we just have to kill 2 Annihilator tanks. And it seems that there is a brand new way to be able to do that, one of which is actually probably more my favourite mission sorts now. Over the higher missions, you will notice that we have a new evacuate high value assets, and on this one you have to launch missiles, of which you have to do almost like a tower defense mission during the process. This one is quite fun, although based on some of the images that we've seen in the Discord right now, may not be completely finished as far as graphically. There seems to be a lot of red blocks around, and I'm not too sure they completely finished this one before launching it. But if you haven't given it a try, you need to give it a try. It starts off on Suicide Mission, which is level 7, and is actually really enjoyable. I had a lot of fun with it, although didn't manage to finish it. You'll see in this gameplay footage that this was a bit of proof that they generally haven't finished the crashes just yet. This one does seem to crash on me just towards the end of it, so a little bit of a nightmare, and I wasn't overly pleased, but it was good fun to be able to get inside the new mission type. Now there is a Reddit post that revolves around it at 8.6 thousand upvotes that states, the new evacuate high value assets mission type is fun as hell and is exactly what a defense mission should be. If you've recently hopped on and played against the automatons, then you should know what I'm talking about. Actual props to the dev, because that kind of mission with layered defenses is something that I have seen many people suggest in all sorts of places, and it looks like the devs listened. Holding back wave after wave of bots as we slowly lose ground and get pushed deeper into the lines, being forced to tactically fall back after realizing that holding a specific layer is no longer viable is just so incredibly fun. Even on difficulty 9, the frustrations that you usually get from the difficulty was just wiped away and overshadowed by just how good the mission feels to play. It would be amazing if we could get more layered defense mission types or a bug equivalent to this, because it is just that good. That's all I wanted to say. No complaints or anything. Just wanted to express how much I love this new mission type. And for me, it runs exactly the same way. I think that the way that this one actually operates is absolutely chaotic as hell. It's manic, but it is so much fun at exactly the same time. The process of this works in a really standard 4 set. You have the missiles sat in the middle, of which point you have that main area around it with a layer of defensive walls that run into another area that run run have another layer of defensive walls. Your job is to actively be able to hold off the enemies as they spawn in, tank after tank after tank, and Hulk after Hulk after Hulk, and just keep on pushing in. For me, great fun. I really liked it. I want to know what you guys are thinking via the comment section below, and if you've even had chance to get into it yet. If you haven't, then just jump into a level 7. Even if you're not the level for it, grab a mortar, grab a EMS, and you will partake quite nicely. And with the way that majority of the Helldivers community is, you should be able to get at least 1 or 2 mission runs before you meet a butthole that kicks you or have a really bad experience and get crashed. But nonetheless, a massive shout out to the devs for this one, because I also really enjoyed it. Now, at this part in the video, before we move on into the rest of it, we are giving away a copy of Helldivers 2, and if you've already got the game, don't panic, we're giving the money equivalent of super credits. So it's going to be a really simple one today. With all of these things going on inside of the planets, I think it is only fair to say that Super Earth needs to prevail. So get down to the comment section and put an Earth emoji in the comment section to enter yourself in for this giveaway, and I'll make sure I announce it via responding to a comment and then posting it up on the community page and the Discord, which is now 10,500 people large. Make sure you get on it in. There's so many Helldivers over there, all rallying together for the fight for democracy. Thank you so much again for watching. Let's dive on in to the rest of the video. Now, we have got the notorious Cyberstan that is running just off the brink of our main planets that we're trying to take out right now. This does seem to be a bit of a nightmare, and we don't know what we're going to be looking into. So we've got some Reddit posts that are posting up everywhere right now with regards to this notorious planet and what it could potentially look like. Now, I am not expecting it to look like this image, but it states right here, Cyberstan better look like this and not just another barren planet with rocks and foliage. And I don't think it's going to look like that, although it has been renowned that there has been conversations from crew members on the ship always saying that cyborgs are mining on Cyberstan. So there's got to be like layers of large holes or evidence of mining, otherwise it's going to be a little bit deadbeat on that regard. But I'm interested to know what you guys think Cyberstan is going to look like once we eventually manage to liberate these 4 planets and make our way over towards that main sector of the Valdis sector. I'm interested, and I can't wait to see where it goes. I feel like this is going to be another Malevelon Creek story, and the Cyberstan story is going to hold a new season of memes and players. I can't wait. But something that we are seeing on the Galactic table, which I think would be hilarious, although don't think is actually possible, but 9,600 of you guys did agree with this one on the Reddit post, stating, new plan guys, what if we crowd the bots and bugs towards each other and then started a 3-way fight? I think that fight would be absolutely hilarious. I think it would be absolutely mental and absolutely unmanageable, although it would be so funny to see all 3 people just fighting on one planet. So you can see right here via the image that there is a slight way to corral it over, although I think that sectors primarily take feet, and I don't think it works on an individual planet basis. So if the automatons took that sector before the Terminids did, then it's likely that we wouldn't have any Terminids on there. Although I think it'd be a really cool mechanic and a differentiation from Helldivers 1 to Helldivers 2 to be able to have that mix-up and the splash between the 2 fights. It's quite funny. Now, make sure that you guys are careful, though, with these new extraction missions, as the early defense missions are looking a little bit easy at points. And if that happens to be the case, then maybe look at the extraction pad, just like these guys did here. They finished a suspiciously easy defense mission, then were checked where the extraction pad was, and lo and behold, it was not easy at all. But a couple of 500Ks, and you may be able to resolve that one, but a funny one nonetheless. And obviously yesterday we had the return of the automatons, and we had a cool animation when you actually went onto the Galactic war map, and this was something that I quite enjoyed, although there is going to be a counteract to this one. But they state here, can we please keep the pretty ships on the planet? This is so cool. Can we keep the enemy ships on the map, like when the enemy has a big amount of territory? Very immersive, not talking about adding a whole ship fighting mechanic, just keep it on the map. It looks really cool. Although what they are working on right now are the supply lines. So if you had these ships in the background on the forefront and then had the supply lines running in as well, it would be absolutely crazy on that map, and there would just be so much going on. It would look way too cluttered and would probably look a little bit overwhelming and unmanageable for the most part as far as average players go. That's just my forefront on it, and I want to know what you guys are thinking via the comment section below. But I don't think that these ships should stay, although I do think we should have those animations play forth every time a major order actually comes into the wrapping. I think it would be quite nice to be able to have that animation movement on side of the Galactic War table when you first approach it after a major order. That's just my viewpoint. Let me know yours in the comment section below. Now, unfortunately, that's all we've got time for today, though. Thank you so much again for watching, guys. If you haven't already, like, subscribe. Appreciate all your faces. But as always, up until the next time, I'll see you in the clouds.